So we're going to make some pipes using a Trumpnut, my own pipe kit that we sell on our website. This will work for any type of pipe you're making, like a built well pipe kit or whatever. Going on a 500 Triumph, and we're going to use basic tools everyone has. Well, if you build a custom bike, you should have a small little 110 flex core wire welder, square hammer, a couple welding clamps with angles welded to them, and we're going to get started. Okay, so first thing is on a Triumph, typically you're straight from the back of your exhaust valve out. Before you do any bends, it's to be 4 inches. So I'm just going to measure in and see that my spigot says 3, so I need to go at least 1 inch past this before I make any bends. That's just for my reference. I'll probably go farther than that. So put the adapters on for the 500 head, which kind of a tight fit. And then we're going to start with probably start with this pipe on this side, because he's planning on actually bringing this pipe around over to here. So if I make this one first, I can make this one clear it. All right. So grab our bends. We're going to go with the tight band first in the front, which is a 2-inch radius. Get some of these little basic tools. And the gentleman who owns this bike, Josh, he's going to just kind of say what he likes. So what I'll do is I just kind of hold the radius above where I'm going to put it. Except for I don't have room here.
Pop that tank off?
No, we won't know how it looks. Just to give myself a guesstimation. So I'm going to go, this first one's going to be cut right about here, which will give me, I cut it there. Going to have roughly 4 inches. I know it's split, and I want this one to go this direction, almost straight across. So I'm going to bring my other mark right about there. That's just kind of a feel because the angle of the Triumph's head. So, trick to wrapping to doing this is take some cardboard, nice straight pieces. This is motorcycle mirror clamp packaging. You can wrap that around and line it up on the opposite side. Then you get a nice square line. Not meaning your cut's going to be square, because it depends how good you are with the grinder. So, put it next here so I know which piece I'm using. I'm going to go ahead and just cut these right out. Cut down, I just took the U, basically cut it because we're twisting it. Got the one piece in. Just kind of adjusting it, just getting our feel for how we want it to pass through and roll. And I like it right there. Alright, now, it's always nice to have a buddy help you doing this part. We'll hold the 2 parts together and we'll tack it. Now, double check ourselves, make sure we got clearance over that and on the inside. So we got some tack there, a little tack here. Now I prefer actually making pipes with flux core, because you have good control and it keeps the puddle from ever going in. And if you're going to chrome them, it gives you a nice buildup on the outside that you can grind down. When you're TIG welding, it'll actually undercut a lot and you get convex weld, and you tend to burn it out because you're going so slow. And a lot of this is just eyeballing. I could break it down to measuring stuff and how you break down a radius, but I don't see the point in that since most people never do that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and cut this one. Now we want this to come back like that. I think it looks the best. So we're following the line of the backbone backwards. I'll bring those two to match each other. One of the nice things I did with my kit is I made sure that if you cut one of my bends and you put to a straight, it still matches flush. So I got 2 tacks. And I want to put a little one right here on the back side of this. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead. We got this one done, so now we can shape this head. And we're going to use a 3-inch radius of the kit for this. And basically, just hold that up there. I'll take a ruler and I'll measure to my back of my pipe. And right there I have 5 inches on the inside of my radius.
want this to come down at about this angle here, so it kind of follows the other one.
So here we go. I can see I gotta take more. We did our first cuts, and you know, like as I said, it's mostly all eye. All right, so we've lopped off 1.5 inches off the end to get a little better fit, and now it's sitting like this. That one's a little long, so just to get an idea, I'm just gonna hold another tube up. And that's more what we want right there. So we've ground a few times and practiced a couple different fit ups until we got it close. I already got lined up and liked where I was sitting, so put a tack on the top first. So you can see how I like it. Double check myself. It's easier to break a tack than cut a whole weld off.